What's up, guys? This is Jesse, and in today's video we are talking about a subject near and dear to my heart. It is the death of the entertainment industry as we know it. And the reason I'm smiling is because a lot of you know that I spent between 2010 and 2018 in Nashville in the music business. So I know that industry well, and it's been a long time coming. So let's start at the top. A little music joke. Everybody's heard about P. Diddy and about what he allegedly did. Where there's smoke, there's fire, folks. And I do believe that this is going to be another tipping point. It's just we're in a period of human history filled with disruption right now. So you could see somebody like Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, as sort of this monument of the music industry. So his power collapsing is kicking off a domino effect throughout the entire music industry and entertainment world. You're going to see it burn Hollywood down and so on. You don't have to have a crystal ball to see what's coming with that. But CEOs of record labels are resigning in record numbers, and it's basically showing that there's a huge collapse in the power structure of an industry, which is not nothing. It's not like you just immediately put new CEOs that have new lifetimes of relationships in these places. Now, it's not surprising that somebody like P. Diddy is accused of crimes, because if in order to sustain that lifestyle, the money was going to have to come from somewhere. And it's certainly not coming from the music industry these days. Things like streaming. People have heard the stories of Snoop Dogg getting a check for $1,500 or something like that. If you're an independent artist, you know that the money is not in streaming. You also know that there's not the best environment in touring because of what Ticketmaster and Live Nation have set up, so that they get to win in live music, but pretty much nobody else gets to win in live music. So if you're an artist in the music industry specifically, you've known for a while. It's not a huge disruption that something like Suno AI would come in and knock everything sideways, because nobody in that industry has been making money for a really long time. It's all been a facade for a very long time. So the opportunity that's being posed now is that if the industry wasn't very profitable anyway, and the power structure is collapsing, and then there are tools like Suno AI that make it so anybody can make music, and there are video tools like Runway that make it so anybody can make a film, then if you're a film director, or if you're a musician, especially an independent artist, you have to figure out how to make the money somewhere. And generally people are saying, hey, the art form is now becoming just a branch of marketing. But it's a very powerful branch of marketing if you have a passion for the arts. So what I propose is that you consider the influencer product model. If you've heard of Air Jordan before, you know what this is. If you've heard of Proper 12, Conor McGregor's whiskey, you know what this is. If you've heard of Skims, which was the Kardashians, or is the Kardashians, we'll see what happens with them. It's the Kardashians fashion brand with athleisure wear and all that. Influencer product. It's people that got smart to the idea that they can create a brand and a product and leverage their position in entertainment and their visibility in entertainment to promote this product. And when you put that dynamic in the hands of a celebrity, the result of it can be a $1 billion valuation in pretty much any industry. So for independent artists, what if you did that in reverse? What if you just made it so that your core skills of your craft need to be, one, however you produce your content, whether it's film or you know how to record yourself as a musician and write your own songs. And then the second core skill is e-commerce. And you've learned to develop a brand, and you've learned to run an e-com store, and that's the product. Your song is not the product. The little package that comes in the mail that's promoted in alignment with your song is the product. That's where it could get very interesting, because people are going to get hip to this. Independent artists of all kinds are going to get hip to this, and they're going to see, hey, I can build the e-com store, and that will fund the promotion of the music, and it'll be like this symbiotic relationship that continues to grow my visibility and relate to the customer through the art that they love. And then they want to buy a little piece of the experience through the product that's tied into it, that's being promoted. This is something called a non-traditional deal. This is not a new idea. Converse has done this. Red Bull has done this. But what if you don't want to do an energy drink? What if you want your brand to be a little higher class? What if you want stability in the future and you want to have access to gold? Well, in that case, I would recommend that you look into starting a fine jewelry business through e-commerce. Makes a lot of sense for people in hip hop. Makes a lot of sense for people in pop or people that have an old Hollywood type mystique about them to be able to sell fine jewelry. So if that has caught your ear, I would recommend that you head to jewelersadvantage.com. I'll send a link in the description, and you can get your hands on a free AI tool that's going to eliminate the learning curve and make it so that you can figure out how to get off the ground. You can use our AI to develop a full brand at a global brand level. If you wanted to look like Cartier or Bulgari or Tiffany or any of the LVMH brands, you could present at that level. You could write copy at that level. You can develop actual products and figure out how to get them manufactured. So I recommend that if you're an independent artist, you have to learn e-commerce. You have to. And it makes a lot of sense for you to back your career with gold the way that governments back their infrastructure and pay their debts with gold. Take in the fiat currency through e-commerce, promote your music, promote your art, get people interested, get them emotionally attached, and find a way to actually anchor them into a predictable transaction. Our AI Copilot is free. You can head to jewelersadvantage.com, pick that up. We'll send you four free AIs. We'll send you 120 image prompts to get started designing product, and then a whole line of business development prompts. So that if you don't know this industry, you can go from beginner to top 1% in knowledge right out of the gate. So this is Jesse at Jewelers Advantage. I'm a lifelong musician. I'm a passionate champion of the arts, and I've seen for too long people in power positions abuse these positions and create illusions of things that aren't even real, all while not treating people that are in this for the right reasons the right way. So if you are passionate about the arts, it is your responsibility to figure out how you are going to build a real commercial career in this. And an influencer product is a great way to go in doing that, and backing yourself with gold while doing so is a no-brainer. This is Jesse at Jewelers Advantage, and we will see you in the next one.